Hey everyone, it's Pastor Lindsay. I thought I'd start out the vlog today by reading you from Psalm 57, the first verse. Be merciful to me, O God, be merciful to me, for in you my soul takes refuge. In the shadow of your wings I will take refuge until the destroying storms pass by. So I am in the middle of this small room in my attic that was once just my sewing room and is now also my office. My sewing table has been converted to my office space. And a few weeks ago, I don't even know, I can't even count the days or the weeks anymore, but my husband Tim and I decided it was time to make some masks for our family. And so we would spend a night working on some different patterns and figuring out about nose. I don't even know what we were doing, but I hated it. I hated every minute of it. It made this pandemic situation so much more real. And it lived in me in a way that I hadn't experienced yet. And I hated it. And I wore the mask the next day and I hated it. And I realized that, if you've ever met me or watched this vlog, you know that I use a lot of facial expressions. And when I'm wearing a mask, you can't see them. And so I felt really stifled, like I couldn't communicate in the ways I knew how to communicate with people across the street even. I couldn't smile. I could smile, but they wouldn't know I was smiling, and that was really hard for me. But we kept wearing them because that's the right thing to do. And I've started understanding the need for them and the importance of them and our call to wear them differently. I've never thought of myself as someone that you might need to be protected from. Never been a thought for me. And yet here I am. Here we all are, needing some level of protection from one another while we're still somehow in community together. And so we wear masks. So, it has not been lost on me that this space that is both a creative space, it's a creative space in all ways, but in terms of sewing, in terms of working, this is where I spend a lot of my time because this is the work that I'm called to right now. So you'll see behind me my, what is this? My trusty ironing board with my iron. I've got fabric ready to go. I've got patterns cut out and created on, what is this, interfacing or something. I've got pieces of fabric cut and ready to be stitched together. And I've got a few masks in a new style that are made and ready to be given to somebody. This week we're doing a real big push to try to figure out who in our community are sewers and have time and ability to put together some masks, and who in our community are in need of masks. Perhaps you don't have a sewing machine, or you don't have the supplies, or that's just more than you can handle doing right now. Please let me know. If you're a sewer or if you need a mask, email me, call me. We're working on creating lists of all of those sorts of people and how we can figure out ways to share our gifts with the world. So if you need those things or you know somebody who does, please let me know. Doesn't have to be limited to members of the congregation. We want to help our community as best we can, and this is one week we can do it. And it feels awkward and maybe a little scary at first, but it's got whales. Maybe it's not half bad. I hope you all are as well as possible and finding refuge under the shadow of God's wings, because someday this storm too will pass. I don't know when that will be, and it feels like a million years away, but it will. And things like this are going to help it to go and to help us stay together as community. So may God be with all of you this day.